Moving on to agenda item 5C, that's 699 San Mateo Avenue, a request for a use permit to allow alcoholic beverage sales in conjunction with a restaurant per Chapter 1284-210 and 1296-120C12 of the San Bruno Municipal Code. Staff report, please.
Thank you. As stated, the applicant has applied for a use permit to allow alcohol sales in conjunction with an existing restaurant located at 699 San Mateo Avenue. The La Paloma restaurant is located on the corner of San Mateo Avenue and Keynes Avenue in downtown San Bruno and is part of a larger 5,000 square foot parcel. The existing hours of operation are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner on site. There are a total of 46 seats on site. The applicant has applied for a use permit to essentially reestablish alcohol sales at the subject site. One thing that's important to note is that the La Paloma restaurant was operating with a Type 40 liquor license from 1991 to 2009. That Type 40 liquor license allowed the sale of beer in conjunction with the existing restaurant. One thing I would like to point out is prior to 2003, a conditional use permit was not required for the sale of alcohol in conjunction with the restaurant. These uses were allowed by right and are considered legal non-conforming uses. And those legal non-conforming restaurants are subject to performance standards within the municipal code. In this particular case, the ABC license was never properly transferred to the new business operator, and as a result, their ABC license expired in 2009. Non-conforming uses are allowed to continue as long as they're reestablished within that 6-month time period. In this particular case, the business operator did not reapply for an ABC license in that 6-month time period. Therefore, they are subject to today's standards, which require a conditional use permit for all new restaurants wanting to serve alcohol. With that stated, staff does not anticipate any negative effects in conjunction with alcohol sales with the existing restaurant. The hours of operation will remain the same, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Additionally, the police department has reviewed the project and has placed the standard conditions of approval on the project. Staff would recommend that the Planning Commission approve this project subject to findings of fact 1 through 5 and conditions of approval 1 through 14. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Any questions by the Commission for staff?
Through the chair.
Commissioner Johnson.
Yes. Over the past year or two, have there been any comments or complaints or issues with this establishment?
No, the police department did review the application. They have not been called out to this specific site in the past few years.
Okay. And hours of operation will remain the same?
Yes, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 7 days a week.
So it's just strictly an alcohol?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, a point of order. I just want to check and make sure I understand this. You said verbally findings of fact 1 through 5, but actually there's 7 according to the report.
1 through 5 is correct. 7 would be a typo within the report.
Mine say 1 through 5.
Well, I see.
It's 5A and B.
Oh.
So there's 2 within 5.
I'm on the wrong report. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Me. Thank you very much. I'd like to open the public hearing and ask the applicant to please come forward. Is the applicant here for 699? Okay. And please make any presentation you wish and let us know your name and street address.
I'm representing Mr. Castellanos. My name is Jose Rafresh, and I'm with my great friend here, Sergio Castellanos, on the address of 699 San Mateo Avenue. And thank you for giving us the time being here. And basically, like Matt said, it's simple that we should apply here for the beer license. You know, I know my great friend, he's owned and managed and operated a business for about 13 years. And we've been through this process for the past 2 years, you know, through ups and downs in the business. But that's basically it, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we would just like to, you know, have the your permission and the license back again on the premises.
Very good. Any questions by the commission for the applicant? No? Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Is there anyone else here from the general public who would like to comment on this application? Hearing no one, and without objection, I'll bring the matter back to the commission for consideration.
Well, I guess I'll make a motion.
Commissioner Chase.
One thing through the chair.
Let's see.
One moment.
Sorry,
Sure.
Commissioner. I'd just like to also thank the applicant for going through this. I know it was somewhat of a tedious process, and it was a situation where his license lapsed, but it's not a reflection. We appreciate your business being downtown, being there for a long time.
Having said that.
Go ahead, Commissioner Shea.
I'm going to make a motion that we approve use permit 11-001 based on findings of fact 1 through 5 and subject to conditions of approval 1 through 14.
And is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Biassatti is a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And I'm not clear, is there a 10-day appeal period on this?
Yes.
There is, okay. 10-day appeal period.